Hello, everyone. Jazzy Jazz here, Jasmine Taverge. So excited. I'm just going to be doing a quick overview with two of my business partners and health associates, Lucie Porter and Tammy Seller-Ginra. Really excited. We're starting a 90-day challenge for getting healthy. This is a new year and new me in 2022, January 2022. I started this program a couple months ago, and it's all to do with having a healthy weight management system. And it's about fat loss, and it works. So here we are. We're going to be sharing our stories together so that you could see what we're up to. And join us if you want. You're going to have more vitality, more energy, lose that body fat, and feel great. So here it is. It's coming up now. Join in.
Hello, everyone. I'm super excited to be here today. It's been a really long time since I've actually had presence online. And what got me excited is a conversation with my girlfriend, Tammy. We do a lot of work together as well. But then she was telling me about this 90-day challenge with MetaSwitch, and I wanted to know all about it. And my understanding is it's the most advanced and safe weight management system. And this 90 days challenge is going to provide us with so much. And this is Tammy saying, get your sexy back. And I'm so up for that. They're going to talk about nutrition, workouts. They're going to talk about supplements, nutrition. And that's all part of the program itself for the 90 days. And we're going to have all this in a group support. And that's what I'm most excited about. Because those of you who know me, I spend most of my time supporting other people. But when it comes down to me and Lucie's self-love, well, I'm very busy taking care of everybody else. So this is now a commitment for me to actually go with this 90-day challenge. I'm so thrilled. I can't wait. I've already ordered my product. We're going to use this to a product called MetaSwitch for this 90-day challenge. And really and truly, it's the most advanced technology to use because it's safe. A lot of weight loss programs are not necessarily safe, and they give you side effects. But I'll talk about this a little bit later. And here's the thing. Why do I want to lose weight? Well, it's not so much that I want to lose weight, but I want to get my body to be balanced again. Those of you who know me, I've eaten extremely healthy my whole life. Since I was a little girl, my mom used to feed us cracked wheat bread, and she would also, go shopping, come back, bags full of vegetables. We always had access to oranges, apples, bananas, and that was what we went for junk food. There was no junk food, but that's what we ate. And of course, whatever was on special, she'd get the rest of the fruits, the berries and all the sexy fruits like peaches and everything else. Now, another example is, Easter. When came Easter, well, she would buy chocolate by the pound, and it was dark chocolate with nuts in it. The part that I didn't realize was that my mom was setting us to be healthy. I kind of didn't like that because I wanted to have an Easter bunny like everybody else. But what I didn't realize is it's what built my immune system, my hormonal system, and everything to be healthy till this day, although I was born with a heart condition. So, when I was young, I didn't think that was so cool. But now I'm really grateful for my mom, being so creative that way. She'd even grow her own garden vegetable. And we'd freeze all that so that we use this over the winter as well. So I don't know, Tammy, did you ever experience anything like that?
Well, I can tell you, growing up, we didn't have any money. So portion size was because we didn't have any money. And so we got used to eating small amounts of food. We also were forced to be outside to play. So we got the exercise in. Now, when it came to meals, I was the slowest eater in the family. And I never finished my plate. Everybody's literally left the table and they're all ready for dessert. And I hadn't even finished my meal, so I never got dessert. So I kind of grew up in a way that I had all the right disciplines. Yeah. And that's why I was always healthy and fit growing up until menopause kicked in. And it wasn't so bad. I never got the hot flashes and that's because of these products that I'm on for sure. I know, because anybody around me had a lot of those issues. Mm-hmm. But then the COVID hit and we're staying at home and we're not moving as much. So that I noticed some midsection stuff loading up a little bit. And even my arms, I noticed that I was gaining weight in my arms, even though I was doing the exercises and everything. So, Lucie, we got on this product, my husband and I, about 3.5 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks now. And we're already seeing a difference. See, I'm from Toronto, Canada. We live in Florida half a year. So we're over here in Florida now. And when I left Florida, I was 2.5 pounds heavier. And then I went and weighed myself yesterday and I was 0.8 pounds even lighter. So I've already lost, I know it doesn't seem like a lot of weight in that period of time, and you need to be patient with the product because it really, once it kicks in, it starts to melt the fat. Well, here's what I'm noticing more than anything, Lucie, is I can feel the inches. I feel when I put my jeans on, I feel sexier. In the midsection especially, they're looser. Nothing's hanging over top like they used to. I had a hard time putting the button up. I don't have a hard time putting the button up. So that's where I'm really seeing my results. And even in my arms, I'm starting to see a lot less fat around my arms. So I'm already excited, and we're not even close to being done with the 90 days.
That's so awesome. Like, I'm just so excited. For me, it's not so much the weight loss, but it's getting firm again. And I'll talk about this in a minute, but I want to have Jasmine's story. What's it like for you when you grew up, and what are you going through now? I know you've had some amazing experience with the product as well.
Yes, I'm like you. I'm really excited that I'm back on this program. And when I grew up, I was thin. My grandfather used to call me toothpick. So I was a skinny little kid and I had no issues. I could eat anything. I had really high metabolism. And then I noticed that everything kind of starts to change at 35. You can't eat that bag of chips anymore. And then at 40 and 45. So every 5-year increment, I noticed that things slowed down with metabolism. And like Tammy, I had gone through my menopause. Now I'm past it. I'm now in my 60s. And what happened was I didn't like the change that was going on in me, because when you're tall and you're thin and you end up with this big belly, I said, all I need to do is put on a yellow dress and I'm going to look like Big Bird from Sesame Street. I'm going to have this big yellow midsection with these little sticks sticking out. And I did not like what was happening to my body at all. Wow. So I typically, I would, if I'm really fit and working out and buff, I would weigh about 148 and to 152. Well, then the 50s got into the 160s. And then now with the pandemic, and again, like Tammy said, just not being as active as we used to, I got to 174 and I did not like what was happening. And when I stood up, I could see I had all around me, I was like a handful of fat all the way around that I could grab all the way around. And I started with this now. It's been 2.5 months. And I love what's going on, because how this program works is that wherever you collect the fat, some people get it here, some people on their triceps, some people on their butt, their hips, their tummy, wherever you collect your fat, where your body thinks it's really cool to park fat and it's not, that's where it starts to work and melt away. So now for me, all of this is now pretty well flat again. I'm so excited. I've got a waist again, and it was just like going like straight down. So I'm so excited to have that shape that I used to have back, that I did like 25 years ago. And I am back down in the 150s. I have lost, now it's been 2.5 months, and I've lost 18 pounds, 18 and a half pounds. I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic because this works. It doesn't matter how old you are. It works because it gets rid of the fat. So love, 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 love this program. So excited that we're all doing this together, and that you're bringing this forward for other people to learn about. So yeah, back to you, Lucie. That's my story.
That's just an amazing, amazing. How inspiring is that? Like, really? And I think that I know that since I had my accident in 2017, most of you know, many of you do actually know that, I fractured my sacrum. I suffered from spinal stenosis in my neck, suffered 2 major concussions. So I laid in bed for 8 months. I lost all my muscle mass completely. There was nothing left, and there was skin dragging. And of course, as I started being mobile again and reinstating myself into a normal life, I built some muscle mass back, but nothing like what I used to before, because I worked out almost every day, and sometimes twice in one day. I loved it. It gave me energy, made me feel so good. But in the last 4 years, I've not been able to do that. And now that I've received the right amount of treatment, I'm able to mobilize, but I can't go to an aquafit class. Sorry, not an aquafit, because that's really helpful. But what do you call it, those classes? An aerobic class. I can't go to the gym and lift heavy weights. And I still want to regain that muscle mass, and I still want to feel fit. Like, I've got all this stuff going on around my belly, around my thighs. That was never there before. And how am I going to get rid of that? I can't jog anymore. I can't do all those things that I did. So this is why I'm so excited. But even more so, the fact that we're going to get educated about how the brain works, how this affects our brain, how it affects our heart, how it affects our liver or pancreas, our hormonal system. Because the reality is, once you get older, your hormonal changes, your hormonal balance changes. So how are you going to put that back to normal? How are you going to, I've taken some supplements. I ordered something about a month and a half ago because I thought, okay, I got to do something. I got to help myself. I'm back in working all the time, sitting on my bum all day long, and there's no physical activity. So I ordered these supplements, and let me tell you, the first dose of supplements that I took, I thought I was having an anxiety attack that lasted 6 hours. My heart rate went crazy. I was sweating in areas I've never sweated in my life. I'm like, okay, I can't take that. And my understanding is that from talking to Tammy and Jasmine is that there is no issue. You won't increase the heart rate. It's going to settle your metabolism in the proper way, unlike those quick weight loss where you double gain it again after. So, and it's more than that. It's the support. We're going to be part of a big group where we can help each other, motivate each other, challenge each other. We're going to get the right information on nutrition, supplements, proper type of exercises to do, because, we go to the gym and we just do what we think is right. Well, that's also another challenge. There's going to be all kinds of information readily available in this one group. Once you sign up for your meta switch, you're going to get your sexy back. So, and I love that. I totally love that slogan, Tammy. Yeah. So is there anything else you guys want to add to this? Oh, yes, there is more, but I'll let you go first.
Go ahead, Jazz.
Well, you said it's because there's such a great support system. That's one thing, that we're there. I mean, they know that all the studies that have been done, there is so much more success when you have somebody that you're accountable to, that encourages you, that we share ideas with. I mean, people are posting amazing recipes that are high protein or high fiber. Somebody said, you don't have a lot of time for exercise. Here's a 7-minute exercise program. So that gets posted in the group. So here we have a system that the you talked about is so healthy, because my background is in dentistry, and I'm always wanting to know about the science and what goes on in our body and why does this work and why is this so different. And you talked about yo-yo dieting. There's people that gain the weight and lose the weight and then gain twice as much back. With this, how this works is that it raises your metabolism without messing with your heart rate. There's so many things out there that people lose the weight, but they have a heart attack or they die. What's the point of, losing the weight tomorrow and being dead the day after? It's not worth it. So here we've got something that is completely healthy because it balances our hormones. And without getting into a lot of the science, there's a hormone called cortisol. When cortisol goes up, metabolism goes down. Well, with our products, because of the science behind it, it lowers your cortisol, metabolism goes up. And like I said, you start to have your body back like you did 25 years ago, because your body starts working like it did 25 years ago when everything's in balance. And it's great because the fat melts off you. It takes a couple weeks for things to get balanced out. It takes about 3 weeks. And then all of a sudden, it's so cool because you'll put something on and it like falls down. And it's like, yes, I love it. Because before, like Tammy was saying, it's like, oh God, we've all laid on the bed to get those zipper up on our jeans. Well, you don't have to do that anymore. So it's like the science works, the support is there. And when you lose the weight off, you keep it off. Like that's the best part about it, is that it works. We have the weight loss, which is really fat loss, because it's great. You lose the fat, but not the muscle or water. So you have fat loss. And then once you get to that point where you've lost what you want to lose and your body is contoured and shaped like that hourglass, then there's the maintenance program. So it's all there. It's all healthy. It all works. And it's just so exciting because the results that you get are real and lasting. So I'm just going to pass it on now to Tammy if you wanted to add something.
Yeah, I was just talking to Jasmine earlier saying that I don't have the cravings that I used to have. I don't feel like eating at night when I would want to grab something. One thing that I can tell you what is really, really important. Jazz, do you have the product to show people? Just lift the bottle up for a second.
This is the medicine.
There you go.
If it's
so you take 2 capsules with a full glass of water 30 minutes before you eat your meal. Yeah. And you do this 3 times a day. And if you ask, I only eat twice a day, and you say, well, what do I do? We'll do 3 and 3. But you have to get your 6 capsules in, and you drink plenty of water throughout the day. And you're just going to have this fullness feeling. By the time you start eating your meal, you're not going to eat as much. And you're not going to want that extra later because you're still full. So it's going to create the right habits and the right behaviors in the meal portion of it, and reprogramming your brain that you don't need to eat a lot of food. You need the right food. And that's what I love about the recipes. And man, they're delicious. And they don't take a lot of time. I'm actually meal planning just after this. I meal planned since I started the program. And the recipes, I've been working on all the different recipes. They're really delicious. And when you order your product, you get the recipes. There's 3 months of sessions. The first month is a different discipline from the second month and from the third month. Everything is by design. So you really want to be part of this. And of course, the exercises are included. And I love the girls who are putting this campaign program together because they all have experience in nutrition, personal trainers. 2 of them own their own gyms. So there's a lot of experience behind all of this that's brought into the group. So get your bottle of Switch and get into that private group, and let's get our sexy back together.
That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. It's exciting.
Yeah. And you know what, guys? Let's lose the tires. That's what my husband says. You know that spare tire that your hubby might have, or guys, you know what we're talking about is when you just grab that stuff on the side. I know girls have it too. Guys call it spare tires, and we just want to get our sexy back. But we're doing this with men and women in the group, and we're having a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're getting rid of our muffin top. No more muffin tops.
That's muffin top.
One little thing, again, not to get into the science, for anybody that this is important to them, this little emblem here, BSCG, Banned Substance Control Group. This is certified drug-free. This is clean, clean, clean for your system. So not only is it effective, but it's healthy.
Well, I'm super excited because I actually ordered my product and I can't wait for it to come, because I just finally a proper solution where I don't have to kill myself trying to start jogging again, because I can't physically do that. So yeah, there's one more thing I wanted to share with everyone, is that for those who want to know the actual science behind it and really understand what's going on, you know, with the brain, the organs, the hormonal system, and everything that transpires while you're on this product, we're going to put an actual proper webinar together so that you can get the education. You can make an wow, there you go, an informed decision so that you know exactly what you're doing and why you're doing it. And I tell you, some of this material I've already looked at, and I was just blown away how much it makes sense. It just does. And I can't explain it because I don't have the science in front of me, and that's not my background. But I'll tell you one thing for sure, I am super psyched. I am so thrilled. And I think the very start date for the group, was it January 10 or 11?
Well, the group started January 1st.
Okay.
And it's okay, because that group is staying active until April 30th. So it gave people a chance for the month of January to place their product order. And so don't worry, you're going to get your full 90 days in there in that process. And I know that people will want to continue doing stuff. So we'll work on something with you, Lucie, and the group that wants to keep going and keep supporting each other, because new people are going to come on board all the time.
That's right. You know, I was even thinking, I know it's a little bit early, we're not even thinking about that, but there's, you know, bikini season is going to come in a few months from now. We'll be ahead of the game, and then we're going to be able to even be more proactive and support more people as we do it. Right now, I'm looking forward to the support myself, but as I get motivated and excited and I start seeing change, I'm going to want to inspire everyone else and support them as well. So I think that's all I have for today. And girls, it's so nice to get together again. I think we need to do this more often.
We do.
Right? I mean, talk about being grateful for having the ability to still connect with advanced technology and tools. Well, we can do that virtually now and support each other and have the most advanced technology supplement to help us be where we want to be and feel good about ourselves. It's all about how we feel, really, at the end of the day. So
that is true. It's so important. Yeah, because when you are at the weight that makes you feel good, that's another thing. It's not just about being sexy. It's about how you feel, you know, the energy that you get. I notice I'm sleeping better because of it. There's so many things that you're going to notice over and above. And when you understand the technology that's in the bottle, which will come on that session that you're talking about, when you notice that, when you know what's in there, then you'll understand why all these other things are improving over and above what your goal is. So it's exciting.
And I think that for those of you, because I've never said it once, but I think we need to establish here that any of you that are listening that want to have access to the Meta Switch right away, we don't have a link or anything at this time, but here's what you're going to do. You're going to put Meta Switch in the chat that's just below this. I don't know, we're live session. This is so exciting. It's fun, actually. Just put in Meta or Meta Switch or yes, I want this, and we'll get back to you. We'll give you all the information. We'll show you how to have access to this amazing product by Max International. All right. Any other recommendations, everyone?
I just
jump on board.
Jump on board. And I just went on to YouTube to find Get Your Sexy Back. So here we go. We want to get our sexy back.
I can't hear it, but
I can't hear the music anymore.
This is my, I call it my pound cake over here that I want to get rid of. There we go. We're having a party now,
girls.
Woo-hoo! I guess you're sexy back. That was brilliant. Look at you,
You got it, Jazz.
There you go.
Yeah.
Never too old to have fun.
I think I need to get a hold of permission to use that song as part of our little, get started with the day type of thing. So listen, I need to get going, but I wanted to one more time remind everyone that just in the link below, just make sure that you put a comment saying either meta switch or yes, I want this. And I promise you, we'll all get back to you right away because we got to get on this. And one more thing, we're going to do another live session to announce when we're going to have the actual webinar with all the information. I don't like calling them webinar. It's just an informational session, but to get the science behind it. All right. That's all I have. And I think we're like Charlie's Angels, the three of us. So
I think so. We need more to the group, even guys. Sorry, I just have to do this.
There you go. Awesome. All right. Actually, do you want to take a good one? I'm going to change the view to gallery view, so we're all on there together. So do you want to do that again? I'm going to do a screenshot. All right, give us your best sexy girl. This is it. There, it took it. All right. Okay, thank you so much, ladies, for joining me this morning. Again, I just wanted to share this with the world. We all know that when something triggers my joy and drive and desires, I want everybody else to benefit from it. So I love you, girls. Thank you.
Have an awesome Sunday.
Thank you.
All right. See you, ladies. Bye now.
Bye.